We sent him up for 2 weeks, and we got the phone call that we get with every child who we send up for 2 weeks, which is, please don't make me come home. And then he stayed for all 4 weeks.
This place is just so special. I don't think I could ask for much more.
Just after a few days of being here, our daughter immediately had come to the conclusion that this was the camp she wanted to come back to every summer forever.
This is my third year here, and I really love this place.
There's one child that says to Sam every year when they leave, if I could only stay here year-round, I'd be so happy.
I know this guy has a good time. When he says, no time to talk, I have to go, it takes a lot of, like worries off the parents.
The first thing that we noticed as we talked to people was that there were a number of students who had been here several years who were coming back. That immediately was, for us, one of the major things that obviously they were doing something right in this camp.
The relationships I was making and the music that I was making was so much more amazing than anything else I'd ever done before.
So we came up every weekend to hear him play, and we were blown away.
I have never seen something so good and from young people, music-wise, so professionally played.
The camp is about music, there's no question about it. There's an extremely high quality music that the kids go through, being given new music at the beginning of the week, being able to do public performances on that music at the end of the week, difficult music in many cases.
I had the first time where I actually was here, the first weekend, I had tears in my eyes. I have never seen something like this good.
They come here, and even their music teachers at home, the minute they come back to school or they go back to the bands that they're in, they all say to me, where did your kids go this summer? Who did they study under? Because they went from, this level to that level in 4 weeks. Like, what happened?
When we heard the quality of the music, we were just blown away. We were just as excited to see the groups that he wasn't in as the groups that he was in,
right.
Because everything was just so great.
I could tell that everyone was just so welcoming, and I don't think I've met a person who isn't nice here.
Mr. Lowry and Mrs. Lowry, they were so welcoming, and and all the counselors actually, they knew, it's like, oh, Kaveri, you're assigned to this girl, and immediately Becky was the first counselor, and she made us feel so comfortable, and she's so sweet and friendly.
I really like the counselors.
Counselors here are all really great. They're really nice, funny, and also they do their job well.
We always hang out with the counselors in our rooms, and they're like our closest friends, and they're really helpful.
I think right away when we dropped her off, I think the fact that the whole team, right, all the way from the staff and to the counselors, everyone was so welcome.
Last year I came in the middle of the session. It was really a breeze fitting in with all the people who had known each other for a week and years past even.
He's fed, he's watered, he's loved, he's cared for, he's nurtured when he's sad, and he's playing music like I've never heard before.
And so for me, although the music is the key focus clearly, that other piece of mentoring that the counselors do, that the staff do, is a very important part of the experience.
I think it's a really good balance. I think that the curriculum is very rigorous.
You would think that it might feel like sort of like school because it's lessons and it's, going from class to class sort of, and yet like that doesn't seem to be how Walter feels about it at all. It's like the way that he talks about going to the different practice sessions is just exactly like some other kid might talk about, going from tennis to, canoeing or something like that.
Right.
But then it's got this incredible end result that just,
right.
is such a great experience. It's really impressive to see the kids going back and forth between the genres. Like, you see them in the classical group and everybody's so happy and everybody's playing together and making this unbelievably professional sounding, wonderful music. And then the next thing you know, they're playing rock. And the next thing you know, they're playing jazz.
At the end of the day, you balance it out with all these fun things. And I think they don't realize they're working. I listen to the boys talk about the conductors and the staff that come in and that are permanent here. And they talk about you guys year round. Like last year when the boys came home, the dinner table conversation till October was you guys. They talk about you like you're their friends and their mentors, as well as their teachers. And it goes on for months.
The directors are awesome.
It's incredible when you hear what the teachers say about working with the students, and what the students say about working with the teachers. It's just really beautiful.
The faculty are always very helpful. They're always helping us, they're always encouraging us, they're always very involved with the campers, and the campers really enjoy that because the counselors and like the assistant dorm heads and the dorm heads, even Mr. Lowry, they have such great relationships with the campers. They're great musicians, not only musicians, but also great teachers as well.
January hits and they start thinking, oh, only a few more months till we come back. I wonder who's coming back this year, and it starts again. I think it's amazing. I really do.
Every week they learn something new. They have to work their butts off. It's challenging, but it's supposed to be challenging.
I love all the classes that I pick, and I don't think I would change any of them.
Great. Every week it's a different experience. They sound great, but what the big thing for me is that how they grow as people every week, and that's.
Yeah, I really see it in Spencer this year.
You can't
really
pay for
see
it.
it in Spencer this year.
And we can sort of see Kaveri applying stuff that she learns, not the music, the other stuff, in her everyday life.
The way they grow socially is, for us, is just as important.
Sam is friends with everybody from here. I'm sure you probably realize that they are connected year round.
That really is what makes the camp, makes a part of what camp is that is those relationships, and they can last a lifetime.
I made a lot of really good friends that I still keep in touch with.
It's a good balance. It's not only that they're growing musically, they're growing socially as well. I mean, it's the whole big the whole big picture. What they're learning musically, they don't get that kind of time in normal high school or junior high or elementary school. So the one-on-one time they get here, what you guys offer as far as theory and everything else is just uncompromised.
There were students that were here from Brazil, from Hong Kong, from Spain, from Canada, from lots of different parts of the United States itself.
Hello, my name is Cesar. I'm 17 years old. I play the clarinet. This is my first year here, and I'm from Mexico.
I'm from Brazil, by the way.
Having kids from all these different countries, from all these different backgrounds, and then all together, sort of working together as a team to produce this really great piece of music, just brings them together in ways that are very, very difficult to replicate in the daily lives that we go back to at the end of the summer. So that's been the other piece for me that I've really admired about the camp, because I wouldn't be able to provide this in any other environment.
It's hard to do this. You can't do this at home.
You can't do this at home. But here it just shows up.
I would definitely come back.
I would definitely come back and would recommend it, and hopefully some of my friends will come back next year too.
Such a great experience, because really this is not an experience you can have anywhere else.